Nobody comes out of nowhere. People get built up in obscurity. Many people step out too quickly. Many people move before their timing, move before completion, and believing that the applause of men and the celebration of the congregation is the proof of the hand of God. No, actually, if the Lord loves you, He's going to spend more time building you up than showing you off. Some of your greatest victories are not the ones that are performed before men. They are the ones that are performed in the audience of heaven. That hidden record is what becomes your public authority. Visibility is not what you chase, it's who you become. But you see, the problem with visibility is visibility without preparation can actually become a curse. If you're hidden, you are not overlooked by God. You're just being built up. As a leader, I just want to say to you, or as someone who desires to be reawakened, obscurity is heaven's training ground. You cannot manage platforms until you've mastered the secret place. It's that simple. Absolutely. I get people say to me all the time, where did you come out from? How come I never knew you? You just came out of nowhere. And I often say to them, nobody comes out of nowhere. And people get built up in obscurity. And so the power of obscurity is that it's the time when God is building you. God builds in hidden places. And that's one of the things you must understand about being reawakened. People often assume that in the time of reawakening, it's a time of like this glorious positioning before people where you are in light, in full light, of many people. You have an audience and everyone can see how you're just steadily growing and steadily increasing. But that's not what reawakening looks like. Actually, in times of reawakening, you're hidden by God. And I want to say something to you. If no one sees you right now, that's very good. The most powerful things that God ever made, He made them in darkness. He made them in hiding. He made them in obscurity. When God was going to form man, He made him from the dust, the hidden dust, the clay. When He was going to form Jesus, He made Jesus in the hidden womb. And when He's going to form you, He wouldn't do it any differently. He's going to form your next season in seeming obscurity and hiding and darkness. And I just want to use that to encourage someone because, in those seasons are the times where true character is formed. Those are the times where you're tested and trusted. Those are the times when you have the liberty to decide who you truly are. You're not influenced by abundance. You're not influenced by popularity, but you actually are able to decide. And I want you to please remember this. Don't ever rush to be seen, but rather rush to be built. Many people step out too quickly. Many people move before their timing, move before completion, and believing that the applause of men and the celebration of the congregation is the proof of the hand of God. No, actually, if the Lord loves you, He's going to spend more time building you up than showing you off. And that is what is most critical. We talk about people like David. We talk about how powerful David is. And everybody, we claim to be the Davidic people. When we talk of purpose, we're quick to talk about people like David and Joseph, but all of these guys. But the David that was celebrated by the tens of thousands of soldiers killed the lion and the bears before he ever killed Goliath. They celebrated him for Goliath, but heaven celebrated him first for having the faith to run after a lion and having the courage to go after a bear. Some of your greatest victories are not the ones that are performed before men. They are the ones that are performed in the audience of heaven. And so you always have to ask yourself, is heaven celebrating me? Because heaven often celebrates you in your obscurity, and it celebrates your hidden victories. So that hidden record is what becomes your public authority. So when people see you carrying fire and you have such power in your workplace and, such audacity and favor with kings and rulers, people think that it has something to do with what you're currently doing, but they don't understand that it is your hidden record that becomes your public authority. In light of that, you then realize that you shouldn't chase visibility. If you're a wise person, you don't go after visibility. I mean, visibility would naturally happen when you carry light. When you have spent time soaking yourself in the experience of God that causes light and illumination and revelation to come out of you, people will come after you. You know, visibility is not what you chase, it's who you become. But you see, the problem with visibility is visibility without preparation can actually become a curse. And that's the kind of visibility that is engineered through managed brand or managed branding. You know, it can become a curse, you know, because you don't have the capacity, the revelation, or the answer to the questions that visibility would pose in your soul. So be careful. If you're hidden, you are not overlooked by God. You know, you're just being built up. Sometimes you're actually just being overbuilt, you know, so that you can handle the pressures of life. The Bible says in Psalm 91 verse 1, it says, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." So you don't get to be a reflection of God's mighty presence until you have first learned to abide in the secret place of the Most High. You know, so it's not he who abides in the beautiful, glorious, shining place, but the secret place. Even God has got a secret place, as great as he is. You know, why do you despise the secret place? You know, so as a leader, I just want to say to you, or as someone who desires to be reawakened, obscurity is heaven's training ground. You know, you cannot manage platforms until you've mastered the secret place. It's that simple. So come out of your frustration. The frustration is merely your time of formation. You know, come out of being frustrated and come to class with me as I teach you on what it means to be reawakened to purpose. And I know that by the time we're done, you would begin to see the power in your hidden places. So come to class, and God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.